darn. Yeah. Flip around. Okay. Now this is welcome, Terry and Al, Misty, and Country Girl Hunt Spirits. Native Girl Gamer. Welcome. Yeah, I'm trying to get this stupid thing set up. It's not wanting to work. So how's everybody doing tonight? Just a little bit. There we go. Oh, you need to get a mic, Misty? Yeah, I need to get home internet so I can do this a little bit better. This is a spur of the moment live. I get something fixed here. Well, get it rolling. So go ahead and talk. I gotta get something done here that I failed to do. Get something here real quick. So keep talking, guys. I just need to send some links here. Okay. Hell. Okay. Carol, welcome. Raymond, welcome. TAXIC, welcome. What the hell? Jesus. This is being real pain. Okay. Okay, here we go. I figured out what the issue was. I wasn't logged in on my regular email. So it sent a freaking jacked up link. It's trying to bring me up twice. So bear with me, guys. Yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about the collab I did with John. So we need some people up here. Okay, Michael, welcome. So how's everybody doing tonight? Carly, you made it. Awesome. I sent out a couple of links. We'll see if some people come up. Does Carla have any questions? We can get Carla live stream up here because I set it up for a panel. I mean, if nobody wants to come up, then I'll just go ahead and do a live stream via this. We never know who will pop in. And, oh, God. Okay, guys, hang tight. I'm not even sure how to do this. I'm trying to do two long here at once. Oh, and wouldn't you know it? The people I sent a link are live. You know, I'm gonna have to do some fixing here. See how everybody is? I try to go live and then they hijack me. Okay, well, Carla just dumped on us. She's running away. So has anybody seen the live streams from my weekend? Contact the other person here. Son of a bitch, everybody wants to go live when I'm trying to go live. Well, shit. I'm going to do a talk to text. Why is it everyone has to go live when I do? Question mark. We'll see what the answer is. So guys, if you haven't, noticed, yeah, I met with John over my weekend. Got more footage. I tried to go live at a cemetery, but yeah, for some reason, everybody's stuff was messed up. I spent more time trying to reconnect than I did live stream. So I went with the video, and we were doing pretty good with the video until we got caught. Yeah, the cemetery was closed. Cemetery was closed, and all of a sudden, I think it was Joe from Presence of the Unknown goes, "Hey, there's some dude yelling at us." Like, shit. Yeah, we got busted. Did we have to deal with a popo? You gotta watch some video to find out. Bella, welcome. I'm still trying to recover from the weekend. It was, it was hectic. I think I put in, oh my God. Yeah, one, two, three. Well, I got a few videos and some still photographs of one area. And it seems like we weren't the only one filming. It looked like there was a film crew filming when we pulled up. Um, and so we got it out anyway. We started taking pictures. Sid's dad, welcome. Um, no, I never got a boomer painting. I think that was somebody else. Yeah, I never bid on a boomer painting. This is weird. I'm sitting there. I started getting used to doing panels. Now it's like all silent. Turn this up just a hair for a second so I can hear Benny rattle on for a second. Belinda, welcome. I actually got 9. Everybody's going live, and there's 9 people in here, so that's pretty good. I just can't believe everybody's going to go live when I do. Oh, it's still silent. What the fuck is wrong with it? So yeah, we got Benny going in the background. Everyone goes live. Damn it! So we're gonna. There we go. Oh, did it come out? Yeah, it did. We'll get him. We'll get him. Thanks for nothing, guys. Okay. So if anybody wants to come up, um, how many people saw John's "We Survived the Haunted Hotel" Thursday morning? It's Thursday morning, and that place was freaking. Um, there was more paranormal activity there than there was in the Padre. Awesome, Bella, and I thank you for coming here. Yeah, because I really wasn't going to do much live for the next week, but it's like, oh, crap. I didn't do much this last week. I did a lot of video, but there was one cemetery that we went to, and it was, oh God, it just drained the crap out of me. Like I said, I was trying to reestablish my connection. I spent more time doing that than Brandon, welcome. Then I did live streaming there. John has some really freaky crap coming out. I mean, we were looking at his screen and everything was perfectly normal, but what was coming across YouTube was not, yeah, it was not normal. It's not what we saw. Native Grammy, welcome. Oh, yeah, I was like nuts there. It's like something didn't want us to stream. So I had to go to video. No, Carla, that was like, here, let me look. Jesus Christ, that was more like 9 minutes. And I did drop the link into the stream if someone wants to come up, but nobody wants to come up. So, like I said, I'm still trying to recover from that because it was. I know Benny had a stream last night. It was like I just couldn't do it. That cemetery drained me, and then we went to the hotel, and there was so much freaking activity. It was like I was because, like I say, I was drained, so I was like I started to doze off, and the REM pods would wake me up. And the REM pods were going, fuck. Oh my God, it was. We had them set up by. There was a door. There's a murder room. I'm just gonna say the murder room. It's where the hotel says someone was assassinated. It's from what we could get, they were poisoned. It was more like a poisoning, a murder than assassination. Like usually like snipers and stuff. No, but and I'm gonna guess roughly because I'm gonna say somebody slipped poison into a drink because it was one thing I didn't get, but John may have got it on his live stream. Is when we're out and about, we got a drink, and well, hey, shit, let's get another beer. So we went out and drove around, and I'm gonna say one thing: when you never assume that there's beer at a gas station. Around here, you can go to any gas station. Um, it's usually mini marts. They're gonna have beer. We drove to 3 places before we found beer. We went to the closest gas station, and it was literally a gas station. Period. Pay at the pump, no employees, and it was in a neighborhood where, yeah, you would not want to get out and pull out an ATM card. So we found another gas station. So we did. We went there. It's like, okay, a little better area. We got gas here earlier, and we went in. It's like nothing's like sodas. And we asked the guys, like, where's the beer? It's like, oh, there ain't no gas stations around here that has beer. Like, what? Every gas station has beer except in Santa Maria. He goes, well, there's a 7-Eleven down there. It was freaking like 100 yards from one of the signals we were at. So that's where we got it. But anyway, we went back to the room and we had the REM pods going, or the REM pods on, both of mine. And John had a K2, I had a K2. They were both on. And every time I reached over and touched the glass of beer that I had poured, the REM pod went freaking nuts. If I touched the can of beer, the REM pod went nuts. So we poured the spirit a glass of beer. But still, even with that, every time I touched it, the REM pod would go nuts. Hawk the fam, welcome. You guys hang on for just a second. I got to run in and get something. And I'll be right back. You want to talk amongst yourselves since nobody's up here on panel. I'll be back in just a minute. I think I pissed the dogs off next door. Okay, and we're back. Thanks for coming in, Ray. Buddy Loco, welcome. So Benny came in. Benny, look at your messenger. You got a link there. I sent one to John. I sent one to you, and I sent one to John. And then I look, and I'm like, my God, both of you guys you're already live. Okay, I'm just looking at John's. Thanks, Benny. Yeah, I decided I needed to go live because I couldn't do squat over my weekend. I got my butt kicked, really. I mean, I got my butt kicked so bad, it's not even funny. I just hope the videos are worth it. Oh, man. I'm going to try to get on the other phone here, Benny. I'm going to try to look at Hangouts. Oh, man. Oh, it's hurting right here. So if you look at Hangouts, Benny, come on, damn it. Okay, there's a link in there. I just noticed John put live after live, talk to Irish Whiskey Paranormal. Hey, John, you can go over here and talk to me now. I think you passed the test. No, it's actually not too bad today. I got my AC going right now, but when I go back in, I got to run back in probably 10 minutes, turn the stove off. Yeah, because I just wanted to go live for like maybe, an hour or so, but it's taking me half an hour just to get people in here. What am I cooking? I have 5 pork loins and 1 steak in the oven. I would have had that done, and I haven't even been to the grocery store this week. Because when I got home last night, I didn't even feel like and it wasn't even last night. It was yesterday afternoon, probably. I don't know, like 4, a little after 4. But Jesus, man, I couldn't do it. Do you guys want some? You have to come over though. This is not DoorDash, so you have to come over here. And we got some good stuff coming up in another couple of weeks. And then probably another couple, 2 to 3 weeks after that. Guess what, Benny? Guess what? That's one of them is a Chihuahua. You can tell it's a Chihuahua because it's a little teeny tiny bark carrying on like it's a Rottweiler. Well, you got the link, Carla. You got to get your butt up here. Yeah, but it's like I said, it's a little tiny yap, but well, maybe it's not a Rottweiler. I think maybe it's thinking it's a Great Dane. Well, I can, but you have to send me a box with dry ice first, and then postage, and I'll send it to you. But I can't guarantee the condition when it gets there. I may have a bite out of it. Yep. Well, Carly, you could be doing jumping jacks. It don't matter. I don't know what's up with this thing. This is, oh, man. Holy crap, they got everything. Wait a minute. This is weird. This house has everything freaking blacked out. And it's Friday night. What time is it here? It's only 12:30. They should have all their freaking lights on. They don't even have the backlight on. Oh shit. You know what? Something's missing here. God damn. Freaking piece of crap. Here, let me fix this. Here, let me do this. Come on. What do you mean? I don't know what it is. Well, hello, Carla. Okay, Carla, I can hear chihuahuas barking, and I know you don't have any. Yeah, I was trying to get that little IWP in the top corner, but I don't know. It's like, dude, I'm giving you fucking money. Just stick with the guys on StreamYards. Stick with the free version because I'm paying for shit, and guess what? I'm not fucking getting it. I gotta like refresh it every goddamn time. I'm gonna tell them that's why I'm not giving you any more money because you're fucking shit up.
Hello?
Carla.
Can you see me?
No, we can't see you, but we can hear. Well, what the fuck are you doing? You grinding some shit? Night Rider, welcome. Night, Benny. Yeah, StreamYard is just literally fucking this up left and right.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Talking?
I clicked on the thing. I opened up my camera. Now what?
Well, there's no picture. What you got to do is you have to look down below you. It's going to say settings. And where it says it has a little camera with a line through it, you need to click on it and it'll turn the camera on.
Yeah. Okay.
Leah,
Trying.
welcome.
Turn on, you bitch.
Come on, Carla. Pimp slap that camera.
me go back to here. Oh, I think I got it.
Not yet.
Hi!
There you are, Carla.
Hi, guys. Now what?
Smile, wave, and talk.
So now can I go back to the regular place? Oh, there we go.
What regular play?
Do I need to mute anything?
No. I don't know what you got going on in the background, but it sounds like you're grinding cheese in a.
Yeah, I need to mute. But now I mute this, I can't hear you. Oh, I can hear you.
You can hear me.
I can.
You don't need to. You don't need to go through. You don't have to go through YouTube. You can do it right here.
Well, that was easier than the old way.
Yeah. So all you got to do is
Hi,
mute.
Lee. Hi, Terry. Hi, Belinda. Hawk the fam. Police chaplain. Everybody already said hi to.
And Leah. Leah says, "Yay, we see you."
Hi, Irish Sarah. Somebody else come up.
Yeah, come on, guys. Don't be all farts. It's easy.
Oh, thanks, Lee. You're such a sweetheart.
What the fuck did I just see?
Oh, you Misty? Okay, Misty. I'll try to remember that.
I just saw a big ass fucking cat that's skinny as a fucking rail. All
Hey, Belinda, I did it. Get up here, bitch.
Yeah, come on, Belinda. She just wants somebody to go over there and spank her. Come on.
I can't see myself, though.
You can't see yourself. What?
No, I see you. I don't see me like a regular channel thing. I don't see the...
Here, let me do this. Does that make it easier?
Yeah, it makes it easier that I can't see myself.
Well, you should. Because everybody else can see you.
Well, I'm sorry for them. It's late at night and I took my makeup all off and oh yeah, like I put any on. That was a joke.
Well, let me put it this way. I don't have any makeup on either.
Really?
Yeah.
You could have fooled me.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I see you. You're handsome.
Okay, now your nose is growing. So, guys, who else wants to come
now
up?
it's going back time. What the fuck's happening here?
I don't think it's the equipment. I think it's the operator.
No, it was saying shit over the top of shit. You just welcomed me again.
I muffled you.
No, you welcomed me again. Okay, it is way off.
I think you're watching you're trying to go by the YouTube.
What am I supposed to watch? Oh, I'm supposed to watch Streamlabs?
You're supposed to watch StreamYards.
No, StreamYards. There's no chat in here.
Well, there is for me.
I can't see my friends.
Well, they can see you.
I see that.
Well, you got you got a computer, right? Do you have a computer?
I'm on my computer. I just switched back because I don't want to see myself. I'd rather see you.
Well, then just sit there.
I keep telling Iris that, Belinda. We see up his nose. He needs to clean out that hair out of his nose. And my son, he has it in his ears. There's freaking hair growing out of my son's ears, and he's only 35 years old.
Well, it's better than going out his butt.
Well, I haven't looked there. Could be there too.
Cryptid 559, welcome. And
I don't
hopefully
like that scene.
what? What scene?
Well, I have to have on two streams.
Do you have a
This one
phone?
I have the chat, and the other one I don't care if I see my picture or not. I guess I'm okay because I don't care if I see
Okay,
myself.
well, here's the thing, Carla. If you want to focus on the YouTube, then you're going to say something, and I'm not going to hear it for 30 seconds.
Okay. And right now, all I can see is the left side of your head.
How do you know it's the left side of my head?
Because of direction.
The erection?
The direction of your head.
So you can tell it's the left side by the direction of my head.
Under equipment, Tulare, California. Tulare Care. Tulare Care. Uh-huh. So everybody, what's everybody doing?
Terry C, welcome.
Hello, hello, hello.
We can get
Hi
Terry
from
C up here.
Montana.
Yeah, I don't know. Carla's talking about erections, so I have no idea.
No, I was not. I
You
was
said,
reading your cap.
how can you read my cap?
Because your head was turned sideways. Now I can read the nose hairs in your nose.
Yeah, but you're the one that started talking about my head and erection, so I don't know. Okay. Everybody
No, I
thinks it's
can't.
Terry.
I said your head was in erection? No, I said I could see the left side of your head.
Yeah, and then you started talking about erection. It's like, what the hell? That's
Okay, this isn't working out really well.
yeah, Carl. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Which one am I supposed to mute?
It says it has a microphone and it says mute. But the thing is, you're on YouTube. You're watching through
Yeah.
YouTube instead of this. So how can you really tell?
So I need to mute YouTube?
Yes, you have to turn off the sound in YouTube.
Okay, I'm trying.
Otherwise, I'm going to ask a question and I'm going to be waiting a minute for you to answer. And then it's going to take another minute for you to hear your answer.
Okay, I think I got it. I think it's muted. Woo! But I can't see no chat in this thing. Everyone can see you and hear you. Well, yay! I can't see no chat or nobody.
Hey, what's up,
Hey,
guys?
John.
Oh man, trying to figure out Streamlabs OBS.
So how do we get to see the chat, Irish?
You can
Or we
open up.
don't?
You can open up a window to the YouTube, but you have to mute the sound on YouTube. You have to turn the volume all the way down.
All right, I did that. But I have to click back and forth through streams, so that's kind of annoying.
Okay, so hopefully John will be
Whatever.
back.
Anyway, hi everybody.
John's still in the green room. It says device is not connected, so he's got to work on. I think he's working on his camera. He should be back shortly. Okay, he popped back in. And
Sorry,
here we
guys.
go.
I clicked on the wrong
Hi,
thing.
John.
Hey, how you doing, Carla?
I'm good.
Good, good. Let's see here.
I'm not staying long. I just felt bad that nobody was coming up.
Yeah, my bad. I was gonna come up. I was just trying to figure out this whole streaming mess that I was going through.
Carla wanted to ask us questions about the live streams we did from the hotel because she didn't watch us.
Ah, yeah, that place is pretty nuts.
I did try to watch. Irish, I missed your live stream every fucking time. I was there like 5 minutes late because of either cooking or having somebody over at my door.
Hey, Hawk the fam, how you doing?
Carla, it was 2 o'clock our time, so it was like 4 o'clock your time. Why are you answering your door at 4 in the morning?
Who's answering the door?
Oh no, not those
Well,
ones. The earlier ones that I put remarks on your chats on your streams because I was like, oh my god, I missed it again. I missed it again. I missed it again.
I don't know with the stream I did in the cemetery, and John, his stream got major fucked up. It
Oh
was
yeah.
fine on our end, but I started to stream in there, but I got to a point where I spent more time trying to reconnect than what I was connected. So I said I'm doing a video, and John, he was like, his stream looked fine. I mean, we're seeing the chat, we're seeing what's supposed to be, but if you go and look at it through YouTube, it's like all this freaking. It looks like a geometry test.
And as far as me, you never know what time I'm going to be up. It could be 4 in the morning. You never know because my life is so messed up. I just do whatever.
Well,
Sometimes I sleep in the middle of the day. I'm up during the middle of the night. You just never know.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey,
we were up all night though.
how are you?
I kept missing everything. I was like, oh my god, I was trying to be a good mod, but I just kept missing.
Hawk the fam, we didn't make it to the Omen house.
I feel better. I'm showing
We
a little hair.
postponed that for a couple weeks because of the 50th anniversary. There was like so many people up there or down
we
there.
wouldn't have been able to investigate.
Yeah, because I mean that's the thing. When you have large groups and you're trying to do like EVPs and spirit box, there's always going to be some idiot that frickin' walks into the room, running their damn mouth, and fucking the whole session up. Me and John ran into that when we were at the Silver City Ghost Town. Yeah,
Yep.
everything was fine. People were quiet, and as soon as we pulled out our spirit box and our cameras, everybody started. I mean, they raised the volume to where they were like almost yelling at each other.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts.
And it was like, well, you inconsiderate bastards, you.
Right?
I know Carla's hair reaches down to the back of her knees.
No, I don't no more. No, and it used to work. It never reached my knees. It reached my butthole, which really bothered me when I went to the bathroom. So I had my husband cut 8 inches off of it. Nobody wants to go take a shit and feel their hair on their ass. I'm sorry.
Well, that's why you sit there and wrap it around your neck 3 times.
No, that's why I get it cut. How are you, John?
I'm doing good. I'm just tired.
How's your head, baby?
get my stitches out in a couple days. It's almost healed. Looking forward to it.
Looking good.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna say it almost wasn't, because when we did stop at the hotel, John was walking and talking with me, and I'm like, "Hey, John, watch out for that pole."
Yeah. So I made my boss made a joke. He goes, "It's no longer I'm afraid of no ghosts. It's I'm afraid of no post."
You're
Call me
so
a
cute.
post buster.
So when's your guys' next adventure?
I don't know if we're doing anything next week per se. I'd like to try to do something next week. I'm not sure what. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Probably won't be able to do anything next week or for the next 2 weekends until me and Irish go down to David Oman House. Probably going to be the next one. I need to
Yeah.
save a little bit of money. I've been blowing money on these trips like it's going out of style.
Oh yeah, it is. It's like I still owe John for part of this last one,
Yep.
so we got to tell. So it's gonna be not next week, maybe the following, or maybe the week after that.
Okay.
I just want.
Watch out for that post. I know.
Yeah, because it was like a big metal support pole, and I'm like, holy shit, John, man, you don't need to be banging your head into that before this wound heals.
Right.
Before you open it.
I don't like this not seeing. I can't see any text messages, so if anybody's saying anything to me, I'm really sorry because I can't see it.
Well, you got a phone, don't you, Carla?
Yeah.
You can go to the screen on your phone and turn the volume all the way down.
Sounds like work. It's like I've been trying to fix this laptop all fucking day. Oh, I'm sorry. For 2 days for my husband, and it keeps just locking up on me. Everything I try to do, I get to one step, locks up. I gotta
Carla,
take it to a geek or something.
At least your computer's not this complicated.
I
Carla,
finally met my match.
Carla said, "Fuck on my live stream."
I did.
I ordered this
sorry.
I ordered this off eBay and it came not working for 2 days. I had to take out all the wires and put them back together and take out the fan that's inside. It was a mess, but I finally got it working.
I'm checking.
At least it's not one of those water cooled ones, John.
Yeah, I don't have.
I know. I think they got some water cooled or some Freon cooled or something like that.
It doesn't work to click back over because it just slows down my stream. I just can't do that.
That's why a phone, a separate device.
Yeah, I have a separate device, but it pisses me off because I shouldn't have to do that.
Right?
I shouldn't. They should have this figured out by now.
I totally agree.
I'm not going to wear out my battery of my phone because
Well, you
who's
could do it
talking
on
about a boomer painting?
You could use your 2 different windows in your computer.
Trying. My computer isn't liking it much. I have a painting I'm waiting for from Boomer. Oh, just since like last, I think I paid him last September.
Did you tell him about it?
What do you mean, tell him about it? I sent him the money. I sent him the photo.
The
He's supposed
photo?
to be working on my painting. Are you watching, Boomer?
Probably not. He's either on Green Bay Wacky or asleep.
He's probably on Green Bay's.
Yeah, he trolls.
He found
He
his
could
way
be
on
here.
somebody's panel.
The fuck? Oh, it's a damn chihuahua again. Hell.
He's got to be panel whoring somewhere. Good. Love you, Boomer.
Sorry, got some messages coming in.
Yeah, I actually listened to some of the audio from that recording, and it's like all the way through. You can hear it sounds like something is messing with the recorder.
6 more guests and you could be the Brady Bunch. Love it. That's awesome.
Jesus Christ, just drive down the fucking road, will you?
I'm still here.
I'm watching all of you guys from the monitor.
I'm here. I'm not showing a picture.
Julie, welcome.
Right back, guys.
Kaz, welcome. Yeah, Carla went on strike. She turned all our lights off. Yeah, I decided to have a last minute live stream. And as soon as I go live and start to pass out the link to come on, it's like everybody's live. I'm like, holy crap. But I will say, John sent me a picture today. I was like looking at it. I'm like, and there's something in it, and I'm like,
Want me to share it? Want me to share it?
yeah, go ahead, because it's white, and I'm like, there was nothing to cause a reflection in that area. So what the hell is it?
It makes me wonder.
Yeah, just cut out that part where the soda spilled on my shirt, because that really sucked.
Don't know if I'll be able to do that. Sorry.
It was like I see it, and I'm like, when I first noticed, I'm like, wait a minute, this was a clean shirt when I put it on, and I only put it on like an hour and a half ago. And I'm like, where in the hell did this shit come from? And it was soda coming off the bottom of the cup onto my shirt, and I didn't even notice it.
Okay. I'm going to go to Gmail. Send it over there.
Okay, I'm back.
And there was so much that we missed. Oh, Jesus Christ. and it was like, oh, take still photos. Well, while I was trying to take still photos, the flash would come on, and I'd see this orb literally like race right across the screen just before they took the picture. So it's like I got nothing.
aegis@gmail.com. Okay. See if that connects.
That's all right, Miss Cass. As long as you're here now.
Yeah, here it is.
Okay. I have a screen share coming up. If you guys hear a helicopter, ignore it. Wow. Oh, shit. That thing's flying low, too. Holy crap. That thing's only up maybe 200 feet up.
There's been so many of the jets and my husband knows what they are, but some of the great big ones, the great big bombers, they've been flying over here like every day, like fucking crazy. What is that all about? Why is there all of a sudden all these jets flying around my place that we're not used to?
Marla. Well, I've heard a lot of the fighters, and I've seen a lot of the fighters here recently. But we got a naval air station probably 30 miles from here. But I haven't heard of like as much as I am now, and they're flying lower.
Okay, so Irish, I got the photo ready to go when you're ready.
Okay, yeah, I gotta scroll this up. There we go. And there you go.
So there's this weird light anomaly here, and then there's another one right here that has this like jellyfish effect.
Yeah, and see, and where that white one is, there is nothing on the door. I mean, you could see the door handle and all that.
That's really some kind of a light.
Yeah, so I mean, even if like you know, you had a light on the camera, John, it would not. There was nothing there on the door to cause a bright reflection like that. Nothing.
Right. Yep, very odd. It was very strange. That whole place was.
I want to go through. I haven't really had a chance to go through a lot of it yet, but I did have my camera under that mirrored stairwell, their staircase. So I don't know if I'm going to get something from underneath there. But we did.
I got a new flavor today. Cali custard strawberry. Shit tastes good. So good.
I'm probably gonna say I like the chocolate chip cookies better.
Yeah.
Of course you do. Need some Nutter Butters.
The strawberry cream is not bad though. It kind of tastes like a strawberry shortcake.
Tammy, welcome. You guys keep that chat moving so my my screen stays lit up.
You guys know I can't see the chat. I'm really sorry, but I can't see the chat.
Let's see. Tammy Burgess. Rhubarb.
I don't like how I look in the chat at all.
Huh?
Rhubarb custard. Oh, there we go. Oh man, the chat's Chat's going too slow. You guys got to keep the chat going so I don't have to keep touching my screen here. That way everybody can see the chat except Carla.
Nope, I can't see it.
So if you guys want to talk about Carla, go ahead. She won't be able to see it until later.
Yeah, go ahead and talk about me. I can't see nothing. It's all good.
She'll still love you.
Yeah, like I said. I'm here supporting my friend. Iris, I have supported you from the beginning. I used to go in people's streams and say, hey, you gotta check out this Irish whiskey guy.
Why do you say used to?
Oh, well, now everybody knows who you are.
Oh. See, I pick up on little details like she goes, yeah, I used to go on there and like, oh, so that means you don't anymore?
Everybody knows who you are now. And you
Carla,
can say thank you.
Okay, I'll say thank you, Carla, but I'm also going to point out there's like 100, 200 million subscribers, maybe a billion on YouTube, and I've only got like 1,200.
Well, I only have that many, so how many more do you expect?
Well, you said everybody. You said everybody knows Irish whiskey. And, well.
I try. Do I not?
Use your charm, Carla. Use your charm.
Have I not tried to grow your channel and do everything for you?
Well, you didn't make me dinner last night, so I don't know about that. I don't know about that doing everything for you part.
Oh my God. You're too funny.
I pulled out the pork loin and the steak, and damn it, it just sat there until I put it back in the refrigerator. So I don't know, Carla.
Oh my God. Everywhere I went, I would say, check out this dude, check out this guy, check out his videos. Oh my God. Why am I hearing you talk about beer in the gas station in the background? I gotta turn this off.
We got somebody here. Oh, Julie Edwards is asking John about his face. So I don't know.
Oh, that's been fucked up for a long time. Sorry, pardon my French.
Yeah, and I will tell you, John went live on Facebook, and he let it run all night. So if you guys want to hear John mumble when he's half asleep, go check out that video on his Facebook page.
Oh no, I think I lost you. I'm trying. Oh, I'm still here. I closed that other screen that was going crazy. It was talking about stuff you had already said a long time ago.
That's probably the YouTube. Mine's not even going off anymore because I was sending out invitations. So
I don't even remember where I met you, but I met you and I started telling everybody about you and to go watch this guy, go watch this guy in every stream I went in, and you know I did.
I think it was Francis's stream, probably.
Where I met you?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I was really amazed by your videos and your EVPs, and they were so clear that I wanted other people to, hey, check this out. This guy's got clear EVPs.
And I still got some.
You still do, I know, honey.
I still got. Oh shit! Come on, guys. There's a chat. There we go.
But to me, you got EVPs clearer than anybody else I'd ever heard. For some reason, yours were just clear as day, and others were not.
It's because the spirits liked me.
I know, and
I
you gave
treat-
them cookies.
I would treat them with respect.
I don't know, but you were just. I'm still always astonished by
See, listen to
the
Carla. She's like,
EVPs you get compared to what other people get. You get EVPs that are clear and they are definitely talking to you that I don't hear from everybody.
yeah, this last one, I gotta find a little bit better, a smaller speaker, because the one I got would have been too loud to use in the room at was it probably 5 o'clock in the morning, because the REM pod, not only were the REM pods keeping us up, but I think they were disturbing the people from the room next door, because I could hear them moving around in there.
I don't care about REM pod. I don't care about the meters. It's what I mean, you're gonna pick up the way I feel. This is how I feel. You're gonna pick that up anyway. Because spirits are everywhere. So to me that is it's no big deal when you see that a meter goes up or a manprob, whatever you call them. I am so beyond that I just think that's absolutely ridiculous because we already know there are spirits everywhere. Everywhere. So the thing that is amazing is when you pick up on what they're saying to you. Not that they're there. We all know they're there. I know they're there. Anyway, it's the
Well, not
fact
everybody
that
knows that.
when they speak to you, when they can talk to you, when they can show you different things. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, Irish, I got that new Spirit Box software. I just posted it on the screen.
There we go. Yeah, that's what I was trying to scroll down to so I could bring that in. Yeah, well, I mean, I still try to get all that. The speaker I was using for a lot of that stuff, the type of speaker, I've already gone through 2 of them, and I can't afford. I mean, the first one lasted for 6 months. The last one I got like maybe 1 hour out of. So it's like I spent $16 on a speaker that I used for 1 hour, and it's not worth a crap anymore.
Well, that's bullshit.
So I need to find someone, because I can't keep dropping, $15 or $16 for a speaker, and then a month later drop another $16 for the same speaker because it doesn't last.
That's why you got to spend $100-something on a speaker, and they last forever.
Yeah.
Does anybody agree with me about how I feel about all the other stuff?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, well, Carla's going to get pissed when I tell her what I have on the way.
No, I will never get pissed at you.
Well,
what?
You won't be able to hear it talking, but you will be able to see it moving. You know what I'm talking about?
No, but it's another thing just going to show you that spirits are there, which you already know are there, right?
Well, this Spirit Box app is making an ass out of me.
Well, actually, Carla, it's a pendulum. So. What the?
I can send you a pendulum.
Do what?
It's a pendulum? I can send you a pendulum. What is that noise?
I think that's John's app starting to work finally. Yeah, it's a pendulum that I bought.
All right, it should be up now. Irish.
Okay.
Is this something that you want spirits to move?
Like I can do pendulum instead of just card readings.
Are there any spirits here with us?
So it's like, Carla, if I can ask a question on, say, get a yes answer on a spirit box and a yes answer on a pendulum.
It said sometimes we're here. Can any of the spirits say their names, please?
But just wait, Carla. I got a cemetery video coming for you. High
Message
desert
me.
cemetery.
Sorry.
It's a high desert
Greg.
cemetery. Yeah.
Greg, message me. I can't hear you. And I'm gonna go smoke. I'll be back.
Well, I can't message you. It's because it's going into private chat, Carla. Okay. I'll go back to the comment. Carla comes back.
I'm going to make it harder.
Terry, cat's eye, Terry. It's the tiger eye. Yes, came back today, and he said yes. Have one ship.
How many spirits are here with us? At least 7? Wow. Do you have a message for us?
I do have a cemetery.
What would you like to tell us? Heard a hello. Who is that?
Mars, welcome.
Who said hi? Okay, let me try this.
I gotta get an external battery. I'll be right back, guys. John,
Are there any spirits here? And you don't say I did. Huh. Could Could you please tell me your name? DHR? Who is DHR? Could you come to me and speak clearly? I think I heard it. They said it's a possibility. My name is John. Who is speaking with me? It just said it's John. Judy? Yep. Who said my name?
Sorry, guys. External battery, and my stuff had been done in the oven, apparently. But it's still gonna be all right.
I sent you a message back, Greg.
But yeah, guys, I just wanted to test this live and see how it worked. But
I was a
Yes, Carla?
reflexologist for 22 years. I
Yeah,
used
Carla?
the pendulum. I used certain things that helped me with learning about my patients. I learned it from my teacher, and unfortunately, she has passed away. And she is and always will be my best friend. She
What about
still
me?
communicates with me.
Yeah, I'd like to see a copy, Carla, if you can.
Yeah,
And
I will share that with you, Irish. I will definitely share that with you.
yeah,
She was an amazing person, and that's where I come into all of this believing of all of this is my teacher for reflexology and what she believed and the things that she taught me. She told me I was pregnant by touching my feet.
I'm not
And
that good.
yeah, well, through the years, I have learned a lot. And I can't say I can tell somebody's pregnant, but I can tell somebody has something there that needs to be looked at.
Eve,
And then
welcome.
with many car accidents that I was into, I don't do reflexology anymore because I don't have the energy, I should say. It, it takes energy. It's not a physical thing. It's a energy thing. And anyway, I try to help those around me as much as I can, but I don't even know what to say. I get hurt. I take in other people's pain and I can't let go of it like I used to be able to. And anyway, yeah, that's it. I can send energy. I can send energy to anybody. But when it's now about me touching that person and dealing with the pain, it's really hard because I can't even work on my husband because
Yeah,
I get in so much pain
you don't
that
want to shake hands with me, Carla. You definitely don't want to shake hands with me.
Hey, chasing
I would
bones.
I would have to touch your feet, my love.
Oh, you definitely don't want to do that. I got ugly feet.
It's not about ugly feet. It's about that all your nerve endings end in your feet.
Well, guys, I gotta get ready for work tomorrow. I stupidly stayed up late again. I gotta be at work at, what, 8? I gotta be at work at 8:30, I think. So, you
You
Oh
guys
yeah,
have
think
a good night. Much
you
love.
yeah.
don't even know what time you have to go to work?
I'm so tired.
John,
I know. I gotta look at my calendar, but I think I go to work early in the morning. So,
Yeah,
guys,
because
have a good night.
BMW opens before the sun rises. But yeah, John, I'll tell you what. I told the guy at work, I was like, yeah, well, we did because we were going to, planning on Omen, and I told him I'm like, yeah, it's like we didn't get to do that, but we're going to put it off for a couple more weeks. And he's like, oh, so you're not going to be able to cover half my shift in 2 weeks? And I'm like, no, I won't, because he was wanting me to come in on a Friday morning, my Monday, at 10 in the morning. And I told him, like, dude, like when I go out and do this stuff, and I have to come back to work on what my Monday, which is everybody else's Friday. I said, I don't get up till like 10 o'clock. There's no way I'm going to be here at 10 o'clock.
Right. Well, I guess I don't have to go to work until 12 tomorrow. So.
Oh, shit, John, just say another 2 hours.
Oh, I do need to get some sleep, so I am pretty tired, guys. I pulled a 13-hour shift today, so I'm pretty exhausted.
well,
So,
good night, John. We
have a
love
good night,
you.
guys. Much love and light.
Thanks for coming on, John.
Remember to always keep it spooky, guys.
Always love you.
All right, love you, Carla.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go ahead and wind this down. Even though I've got 15 people in the chat, I really need the hours. Share this out, guys. I don't know if I'm going to come on tomorrow night. This was just something last minute. It's like, hey, I got to get on there and see if anybody's got any questions. Just talk about it a little bit. Um, I met with John this weekend. We hit. It was an old town, and then we went to an Indian burial ground. Well, a cemetery that was on Indian burial grounds. Um, but unfortunately, in that area, there was no live stream.
Hi, Mike. I love you. Hi, Belinda. I'm just saying hi to people that I know I can't see, but I know they're there.
Yeah, Belinda's here. Misty is here. Danny from Chasing Bones Inspectors is here, Carla.
Hey, Danny. Hello, my brother.
And he said, hello, Carla. Or he said, hi, Carla, actually.
Yeah, well, I knew Belinda was here, so I was going, hi, Belinda, my sister.
Well, I could go on at 4:30 in the morning, and Belinda's going to be here. She's going to be awake. Hit 12 noon in the daytime. No, she's going to be asleep. But, anytime during the night, Belinda will be awake.
Iris, I am so sorry I'm not always here for you, but it is never anything personal. It's me and my thing and what I'm doing. And I can't always be on here anymore. It's so different since my husband retired and he is at home all the time, driving me fucking nuts. I gotta water the lawn. I gotta go out in the shop and move shit and do this and do that. And we're trying to make it so we can sell our house so we have some money. We got a lot of stuff to do and a lot of things to move. And yeah, it ain't happening this year. That's what I keep telling him. He thinks,
Okay.
oh, I'm just gonna bring a bunch of shit out and do this and do that, and it's gonna be gone. It ain't gonna work like that.
Here's what you do, Carla. Go to. I know Toys R Us does not exist anymore, but there are other toy stores. Get a Harry Potter magic wand and give it to him. Give it to him for Christmas and say, "You want all this shit done? Here's your magic wand." And tell him to go
Oh
to.
my God, you're so funny. I wish. I wish it was that easy, my love. We do. And then I don't even know what to do with the stuff that my grandkids have asked. I mean, my daughters asked for, who isn't even speaking to me anymore. What am I supposed to do with the shit she wants?
Welcome, Foxy.
Hi, Foxy.
She's here. I see somebody say hi, Foxy. I'm like, wait a minute, when did she come in?
Foxy Paranormal.
Yes, Foxy Escapes Paranormal.
Hi, Foxy Escapes. I can't see you, but hello. We'll figure it all out. But it certainly ain't happening this year like my husband has these big ideas about. He
Yeah,
needs to get operations on his knees, and then we'll go from there.
well, look at the housing market too. And I'm going to say, Bell Pepper, welcome. Don't forget to hit that sub button, ring the bell, and thumbs up. Yeah, watch the market. I mean, there's times to buy and times to sell. So just kind of watch it. Don't like, oh, okay, well, we're ready to sell. Well, look at the market. Are you going to get this much for it, or can you get 10% more in a couple months?
Well, he has a sister that's actually not a sister, it's his aunt. But she's like a sister because they're the same age. Get that?
Yeah.
Anyway, she's a real up realtor here in Billings. She's the one that's told us, our house is worth well over $350,000. So Um, yeah, my house. Get this, because of my house and the shop my husband has built out back, nobody will give us what do you call that? A what they call it when they give you what your property's worth?
I don't know. I'm not real estate.
Yeah, I'm not either. Anyway, they won't give us one. We don't have one because of the shop out back that is huge. It's a one, two, well, and each door is double. One, two, three. It's a four-stall garage, which all doors are double doors. Besides that, I have two sheds. I have a double garage in my home that is 2,400 square feet up and down.
Yeah, it all depends on the interest rates. If the interest rates are low, you can get more. If interest rates are high, people don't want to pay as much for a home. But my parents, when they sold their house, interest rates were low. Plus, it's on a larger than normal lot. And my dad built a 2-story, kind of like a shed. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't really call it a shed because it's, I mean, it's on a concrete foundation, electricity, all that, and it's 2-story. And she had a workshop below and then kind of storage above. And they had that on there. Plus, it was a bigger lot, and they kept it up. They kept, they modernized, the cabinets it was built on. So when it came time to, when they were selling, they were actually getting offers higher than what the property appraised for, just because of the size, the appeal, and people
Yeah, I've
wanted.
heard of that too.
So I mean, there was a lot of people making offers that they had to try to come up with the extra because the loan companies will say it only appraised for this, and you're offering 15,000 or 20,000 more than what the property's worth. Well, I mean, it's hard to find property like that anymore. The size of the lot.
We were asked about a couple years ago about um, selling to the I want to say the ambulance because
Stephen,
of our
welcome.
shop and our home for the guys. Yeah, we were asked about that, but that was years ago when we weren't ready to sell or anything. So that could still even be an option, you know.
Yeah.
For out here in our area, there isn't one really close by. And we've also been offered before for caretaker's house of of the elderly because my hallways are wide. Every bathroom is big, so they can be handicapped. Actually, when we were buying our house, somebody was looking at it for a home for the elderly because of my huge hallway and bathroom.
Wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, hold on.
So, there's lots of options out there. It's just my husband, too, is a perfectionist and he is a builder and he wants to make everything perfect before he
Um,
sells it, which makes things difficult for me
yeah, I can't
because
see that in the thing. Hold on just a second, Carla. Yeah, Stephen, if you're still here, that was an accident. I can't see it damn it, I can't see it on this chat, but I just noticed it on the phone. Let me see. Come on. Yeah, you should be okay, Steven. If you want to hit that subscribe button, be much appreciated. It happens when you're using phones. Okay, go ahead, Carla.
I think I was done.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I think I just said that, when we bought our house, there was people looking at it for using it for taking care of the elderly because of my wide hallways and anyway.
Well, see, that's why my mom sold. They sold their house because my dad was getting to where he had to have, like wheelchair and all that.
Yeah, my
And
house is susceptible to all that.
it was
Besides that, my dad lived here in a wheelchair, so my husband built a ramp that's outside that you can come up a ramp into my home.
well, see, my mom was gonna have that done for my dad on the front porch, coming in through the front door. But the thing is the hallways, you could go down straight down in a wheelchair, but like if you tried to turn into one of the side, the bathroom or one of the bedrooms that were on the side, because theirs was like all the way at the end of the hall. So it was no problem. But like trying to get them into the bathroom, so you shower and all that with the wheelchair, there wasn't enough room to get the wheelchair and have somebody stand behind it and turn the wheelchair and then go in. And then, like there was no master bathroom because this was a house built in the late 50s. And, you couldn't turn. And then once you got
My
the
house,
wheelchair, once you
my
got the
house
wheelchair
was
in the
built in the
bathroom,
50s.
there was no, come back up. There was no room to go around the wheelchair to get in front. Once he was in the bathroom, so it's like because it was kind of narrow, so it's like you'd have to fight to get the wheelchair turned, and then once he was in the bathroom, there was no room for my mom to walk around the side of the wheelchair to help him up and into the shower. It was a struggle.
My house doesn't have that. My hallways are wide. I don't know how wide. I could I'll measure and show you. I'll film my house and I'll show you. How would that be?
Because the lot is big. There was 3 houses. Actually, it should have been subdivided into 4 lots, but it was subdivided into 3 lots in this, so it was extra wide, but the house it wasn't very, deep, but it went wide. It covered the whole, width of almost the whole width. And then it went way, way back, but it just wasn't built to do that.
Well, my house was built by a builder,
Well,
Lindsay's Lumber Company, and my hallway is wide. My bathrooms, one is small. The one in the main hallway, though, we got my dad in there and with a wheelchair and everything, no problem ever. And I even had a friend who was in a burning fire, and 3/4 of his body was burned, and he was in the hospital in Denver for months. And when he came home,
okay, Foxy, when
he
you meet,
needed a place where he could take a shower with everybody helping him. He came here in my place to take a shower because I had a room. You know what I mean? There was room for the wheelchair, room for people, help him into the shower. Anyway,
Okay.
my house is designed for it would definitely be okay for the elderly, for wheelchairs, for I had another friend. I had a friend. Her name was Hazel, and she was dying of cancer, and she didn't want to go. She had 7 kids. She was my best friend. She took me to places that they were gonna put her in. I I took her to these places. Anyway, at the end of it, she said, "Carla, can I please just come home? Will you ask Bob if I can just come home?" We moved her into my house. She died in my house, and she was in a wheelchair up and down my hallway all the time, into my bathroom. And my house is definitely okay for wheelchair people or anything like that.
Hey,
Hey, Danny,
how you going?
Welcome.
my brother.
How's it going?
I just want to say, Foxy, when you meet with them, remind them about my board. They'll know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm
I've
expecting.
taken care of 3 people in my family that had cancer, so done with that too. Hey, Danny,
Hey,
how are your legs, bud?
all right. Just trying to get all my screens set up here so I can see the chat.
I can't see the chat. So people, all of you can talk about me all you want because I can't see it.
There we go. Hello, everybody out there.
Yep, Danny, you might have heard I got some old school gadgets coming.
Oh, nice.
So
Well,
I'm gonna have I might have to use a homemade paper board for a while, but I've got a pendulum that's on the way.
uh-huh.
I would have
And
sent you a pendulum, damn it.
yeah, but this is like, Emma's a gym.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she had a sale the other day, and I just happened to pop in. I'm like, "Hey guys," and she's like, "Oh, Irish, you like tiger's eye, right?" Because I bought some raw tiger's eye from her before, the brown and gold. I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "You've been looking for a pendulum?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, I have." And she goes, "Well, here's 3 of my favorite tiger eye pendulums." She held up the first one. I was like, "Okay." She held up the second one, and I could feel this like energy bursting inside me, like, yes, yes, yes.
Oh, there you go.
So it's like,
Awesome.
okay, I'll take that one.
Awesome. Emmy's
And check this out.
awesome.
And check this out. It was only $12.
Oh, nice. Really good.
Emmy is one of my best friends. You know that, right?
Hey, Hawkins, how you doing? Hey, Foxy.
So I mean, she's keeping an eye out because I told her I wanted, because like I said, I got some raw tiger eye from her before, the brown or gold, and I told her, it's like, if you find any raw tiger eye that's red or blue, I want that too.
There you go.
I have some.
And you were keeping it from me, Carla. I thought you were my friend.
I
thought you
didn't know you wanted it. I have some raw tiger eye. I also have raw, what is it? The black shit. The
obsidian.
obsidian. Yeah, I got lots of that. My husband found it. I didn't even know.
Yeah,
I
I
had
told
it.
you.
I did a second over.
I told you, if you ever want to get rid of one of those big chunks, let me know. You've got my mailing address.
And you know I have lots and lots and lots of Montana agate.
Yeah, you got my shipping address. Just tell me.
Well, it's heavy. How much is it going to cost me to send it?
Well, what you do is you go and you get like a medium-sized flat rate priority box. And if you put 15 pounds in there or you put 5 pounds in there, it costs the same. It's a flat
Really?
rate. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I think the medium flat rates shipping box is, the 2 to 3 days, and I think it's like maybe $15 now. I'm not sure.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how I used to.
I scared him
When I-
off.
Oh, he's still there. He just turned his camera off for a minute. He's trying to make adjustments with his new computer.
There we go.
Hey, Danny.
Hi, Bill. Yeah, I'm a newbie.
Exploring Ginger, welcome. Actually, the first panel I did and the first guest was Danny.
I don't like looking at myself. I'm going to turn my camera off. I don't like it. I'm here, but I don't like it.
Is if you don't like looking at yourself, Carla, talk with your eyes closed.
That's it. And if coffee hurts your eyes, take the spoon out of the cup first.
Yeah.
Or do what I just did.
Ginger.
Cover the camera.
Welcome, Ginger. Exploring Ginger.
There's a few old school stuff on my Want to Be a Paranormal you can use. You can make for yourself.
Yeah, because I wanted to do the pendulum, but I think this board may come with the wire that goes over it. But I don't know if I can hook my pendulum to it.
Okay, that's cool.
If I'm asking, as long as I don't ask questions about me, I figure I'm safe because my subconscious, the desired outcome answer, it's not. It's going to be neutral.
Yeah.
If I have no personal, nothing personal vested into it, it's going to be more accurate.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, when you're doing pendulum, you shouldn't ask about yourself.
Yeah, and that's what the rods that I got. I was going to do the same thing. I got to practice with them, but it's not going to be anything about me. If I ask, is such and such, is this, should they do this? Well, I have no vested interest in that, so it's going to be more accurate of an answer.
Yeah.
And Bell Pepper, welcome.
I'm still here.
Well, here's what you do, Carla. Put a blindfold on and turn your camera back on. Well, turn your camera back on and then put a blindfold on.
Oh, I love you, Greg.
You could do what I did with my car. As I driving down the road, that stupid oil light keep coming on. So I took a piece of black electrical tape and I covered it up, and it works fine now.
Yeah. No issues, right, Danny?
No issues. It works fantastic.
Oh, you guys are funny.
Well,
something else you could do, Carla, is if you go if you look into the south and stuff, get a pair of mirrored glasses. But when you do, get the glasses with the mirror on the inside, not the outside, and then just put them on.
Yeah.
I have mirrored glasses.
Yeah, but if you feel
on
like
the outside, because I don't want nobody seeing my eyeballs.
The only problem with having reversed mirror glasses is you always feel like someone's looking at you, but you'll get used to that. Well,
Okay,
Foxy, I could give you some more information on Elemento if you want that you caught on camera.
And Foxy, something else I want to mention. When I was in the Army, I was a watercraft operator, so I was out on the water. And there's a thing called the green flash. And if you don't look at the sun, but you watch the horizon as the sun sets, a fraction of a second before it completely disappears, there is a green flash. And what that was, the way that was explained to me by more experienced people out there, is when the sun hits the dust in the horizon, it causes the green flash. It's nothing really super special. It's just the way the sky's blue. It's the way the light hits the atmosphere that causes that.
I've heard of that too.
But I have seen the green flash quite a few times when I was out to sea. But I mean, you can catch it on land too, and it only lasts for like just maybe 1/100th of a second. You know, if you're not watching carefully, you can miss.
Hey, Danny,
Hi.
I've been through a lot lately.
Pardon? What?
I've gone through a lot lately. Do you have anything to tell me?
I didn't understand what you said.
She said she's been through a lot lately. Do you have anything to say? And I'll be right back, guys. I gotta.
Oh, okay. Not at the moment. I can. I'll talk to you about some other stuff after on Messenger or something if you want. But
It's okay. I lost my ex-husband, and I wasn't nice about it.
Well,
Is that what you're feeling?
with that, what?
Is that what you're feeling? I wasn't nice about it.
That could be.
I have nothing nice to say about him.
Well, then you say nothing. That's all we do. If we have nothing good to say, we say nothing.
But that's not what people expected from me.
I don't care what people expect. You gotta care what you want to do. And the best thing for me, like myself, if I got something that I don't like about somebody or something, I just keep it myself, because it's really, the thing is, a person might be someone I really don't like for whatever reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, that doesn't mean that one of my friends might really like this person for a totally different reason. So I don't want to say nothing derogatory about anybody because I wouldn't want to hurt my other friends, because now I'm saying something bad about their friends, right? So if I ain't got nothing good to say, I don't say nothing. I'm more worried about my friends that might be friends with that person. So I would never say nothing bad about anybody. It's just, I don't.
Well, you're way better than me, because I said lots of bad things, and now a lot of people aren't talking to me.
Yeah, negativity brings negativity. That's the problem.
My kid, my daughter.
That's what happens with negativity.
Now my son, because he lives here and he lived through everything with me.
Yeah.
But my daughter, no.
Well, she's probably hurting because she's got her own memories, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give her time. People need to deal with grief in their own way. Whether your grief is of anger or your grief is of sadness, it's still grief.
Yeah, I need to learn that. I sucked. I did the worst thing, and I feel so bad about it.
Well, tell you
I
what.
I should not have brought up my life and my feelings
Well, all you could
to
do,
my kids.
well, whoever you said it to, just say that. Just say, I shouldn't have done it. Sorry, I feel bad about
I
it.
have tried.
And that's it. That's all you can do.
I've tried, and I already suck at everything else. So it's just one more mark on the box.
No, that's not the way you look at it. What you
Yeah.
look at, what you look at it, okay? The way you look at things like that, it's a learning experience. So this time you failed, next time feel better. That's the way it works. At first you don't succeed, you're running about average, you know? People don't always succeed. People don't always do the right thing because we're human. And as humans, when our emotions are high or when our thought patterns are interrupted, we do stupid shit. But that's just being a human. That's not nothing to do with being stupid or being bad or sucking or it's just you're a human being. You can't be perfect. You can't please everyone, right? So if you feel bad about something,
It's too late. My daughter doesn't want nothing to do with me
give her time.
because I
Give
said
her-
this shit.
Just give her time, and all you can do, okay? Here's what you do. You just say, "I'm sorry, I acted inappropriately," and you can do it in a cinema, or you can say it to her, whatever.
I've done that.
Sorry, I've acted. Well, if you've done that, that's the best you can do. You say, "I'm sorry, I acted inappropriately. Hope you forgive me sometime," and then don't push her. Let her come on her own, and she'll come back.
Yeah, Carla, you gotta learn. You can't control 100% of everything 100% of the time.
No, shit happens. That's the truest saying ever. Shit happens. You know. All we can hope to do is control the controllables and let the other shit sort itself out. Now, at this point, the only thing you could do was to say you made a mistake. You're sorry about that. You've done that. So you've done what you can do. You control the
Yeah,
controllables.
and I didn't make a mistake.
Now, the rest of it, you gotta let it sort itself out. That's just the way it is. But you can control what's controllable. You can control feeling bad. You control, you say, okay, I did my best. I said sorry. Okay, if it makes you feel better, I forgive
They
you.
all love somebody that beat me, raped me.
Well, that's okay. Let that go. Okay. Now, that's a weird statement. I don't mean forget. You're gonna forget it. I don't mean you're gonna do anything with it by letting it go. All I mean is don't focus on it. Okay. There are gonna be times when
I'm
the shit.
outside.
There
Good
will
night.
be there will be times when
I
shit
can't
comes
do
back. Okay. There's gonna be times when shit comes back, but you just don't focus on it. Just taking a break.
Yeah, it takes time to soak in and adjust, Danny.
Oh yeah, you can't do everything overnight.
No, no. It's like, hey, I got my son. It's like he doesn't want to have anything to do with me. It's like, okay, fine. Eventually, he's gonna hit a day where it's gonna be like, wow, maybe what I'm holding, in is really not worth what the eventual price I'm gonna have to pay.
Yeah, I got a son like that. Hasn't talked to me for years. He basically, I'm the devil as far as they're concerned. I'm a horrible bastard. And
No, it's like,
but he's never talked to me. He's never he hasn't sat down and asked me my opinion on anything. But I mean, I can't do anything about it. I've reached out to him a few times and basically got told where to go and how to get there. So, c'est la vie. But if he ever came to talk to me, I'd never, tell him he can't come in. I'd talk to him.
yeah.
But
I was like, I tell my son some of the stuff he does is like, it's like, oh, do you still love me? And I'm like, yeah, I still love you, but some of the stuff you do, I don't like.
yeah. Well, that's the way it is. I mean, can't do anything about other people's choices.
Yeah.
All you can do is hope that you make fair choices. You're never going to make right choices. No such thing as a right choice.
No, I mean
Because
everybody, make mistakes, and you're going to see other people making mistakes. It's just like, do you learn from the mistakes or do you repeat them?
yeah, like no one makes right choices. It's impossible. Because every time you make a decision in this life, you're going along, and you make thousands of decisions a day that you're not even aware of. But there are decisions that you say, okay, and you look at all these things, and you say, okay, this is my decision. And a month later, you get another bunch of new facts come in. Okay, that decision there wasn't the greatest, but I got these new facts, so this is now a new decision. This is a new situation, so you make another choice, right? But you never really make the right choice because things change all the time. So you make the right choice at the moment with the information at hand, and that's the best you can do.
Yeah, there's a saying. It's like, damn if I can remember right now. It's something about accepting the things that you can't change, and some of the things you can, working on it. You can work on it. I can't remember what the whole saying is, but yeah, it's on point.
Accept the things you cannot change. Work on the things that you can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Exactly. That's it.
Yeah. Listen, Donnie, on Sunday at 2 or 3 my time, I'm having my game day. If either one of you can come out and be on the panel. Sure, if I'm around. Sunday too.
Sunday? Yeah, I can go up on that.
I think I can.
Just give me like, maybe if it's at 2:00, give me till like 10 after, so my relief leaves and I can get things set up and then jump up there. But I don't know what the game is. I mean, do I have to play like flag football or tackle? I'll play flag football, but I mean tackle, I don't bounce as well as I did 30 years ago.
Yeah. You'll just have to remind me, a couple of times on Sunday. Send me a message, and because my I don't have a short-term memory, so I won't remember. So
remember what?
You have to keep reminding me on Sunday because I won't remember.
Remember what, Danny?
I don't know. Yeah, no, I only have 4% ability to remember. Like usually in about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, whatever. I got only about 4% to 5% memory, unless I'm really focused at it.
Okay, Foxy says it's going to be an 18 plus. They are card question games. Okay.
Okay.
Now keep that in mind, Foxy. You said it's going to be 18 plus. It's going to be adult, and you're asking me questions.
You're in trouble.
So, I really don't candy coat things too well.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
I am Irish, and I will. Some of my answers might be, kind of like in your face. Here it is.
Yeah, he's like that. my answers will be kind of like his, but not as many adjectives. Maybe a couple of pronouns, but not so many adjectives.
But I am still sweet, innocent, and pure, Foxy. You know that.
I'm not innocent, and I'm not pure. No.
If there's anybody that's not subscribed yet, please consider do so. Hit that bell.
Yeah, go over there and roll the bones.
Smash that like button. If you see a thumbs up on there, turn that bad boy blue.
Hulk smash.
Yeah, Foxy. I mean, I might be, I'll probably be brutally honest, but I'll do it with a smile. I
That,
promise you, I'll do it with a smile.
as long as you're smiling, that's the key. Eh? When I say things too. It's like the other day I was at the mall, and this guy comes zipping over, damn near knocked me on my back, and I looked at him, shook my head, and he goes, "What?" Like, he smashes into me, and then he goes, "What?" I said, "What's wrong with you? You got your face caught in a zipper?" And then I started on my merry way, and the guy's looking like this, and his friend looks at him and starts laughing, says, "In case you missed it, he just called you a cocksucker." So I say things like that instead.
See, that's why you stump them, and they're like, "What? What does that mean?"
Yeah.
And by the time they figure it out, you're a quarter mile down the road.
Quarter mile down the road. I said, "What's the matter with you? You got your face stuck in a zipper?" Well, I told someone else, "I got two words for you. One has to do with sex, and the other one's got to do with the position of a light switch."
Holy crap, Danny! We got the Queen of England here,
Ooh, bloody hell!
and they're going by the name of Hawkeye the Fam.
Ooh,
Your Majesty.
see?
Welcome to my stream. And yes, I am innocent and pure.
Hello, Your Majesty. That's it, boy, I tell you. Yeah.
So I'm having to read this off my other phone because this. Oh shit!
There you go.
And you lost me. Well, my screen went black. So
Yeah, see, we see your smiling face, but it's stuck. There you go. Now
there
you're
we
back.
go. And everybody in chat will see in a minute. There we go.
There's Mary. Hi, Mary. Big hugs.
Mary, welcome.
Yep.
And we still have Carla here.
Yeah, Carla's here. You have Irish blood. Well, that's a good thing.
That's always a good thing. That's a big plus. Oh, come on, guys, in chat.
Well, that's one thing about being double Celtic, you see, being 25% Irish and 75% Scottish. There are some problems with it, like half of me wants to drink and the other half's too cheap to pay for it. There is that. Well, sometimes I think, should I steal that bicycle or, just shoot a guy down in price? There's things like that. I always have an argument with myself.
Okay, so Foxy.
Foxy, the best way to not bring home attachments is whenever you're leaving, tell them they can't follow you. They got to stay there. You were there for communication only. And also make yourself a spirit bike because then they can't attach to you anyway. If you go on, I think it was episode 14. Pretty sure it was 14 anyway. On how to make a spirit bike. And it gives you step-by-step instructions how to make one so that things can't attach to you.
Yeah, I also made a protection bag that I take with me everywhere.
Yeah.
When I go out, I take it. If I go to the store, it's in my pocket.
Well, yeah, especially someone that's in the paranormal field and does lots of paranormal like you. You should always have a spirit bag on you of some sort. But that's what a spirit bag is. A spirit bag is a protection bag. It's a Celtic It's actually a Druid bike, and I've always got mine too, eh?
I got mine. That's
But
I got selenite, tourmaline, 2 different kinds of black obsidian, quartz, smoky quartz. I did a video on it. It's it's a ways back. You might have to do a search on my channel.
yeah,
I did it and I made it myself.
well, that's the best way.
I
Make
mean,
your own bike. Never buy a protection bike from a company. Like if you know the person making it, or if you like again, it made special for you. That's different. But don't ever buy one that's mass produced.
Yeah.
Because for all you know, when they're putting the stuff in there, the guy might be thinking, "Oh, I hate my wife." Another person might be thinking, "All I want to do is go for a beer." So I mean, there's not going to be anything good in the bike anyway. So
Yeah, it could be like, oh, my fucking neighbor's dog pissed on my fucking shoe when I was going, out to my car to come to work. That bastard. So it's like all that negative, and that bastard's going to be on that crystal when they drop it in the bag.
that's it. So always clean your stuff that you're using. Put your prayers in for each piece that you're putting in and what your intention is, and then you're going to be golden. But episode 14 on So You Want to Be a Paranormal Investigator has step-by-step instructions how to make a really good, really strong spirit bike. So just do what's on there, and then later on you can add a couple things of your own, and you can, as you go along, you might say, well, maybe I want to put in some cedar so that I have healing energy with it, or maybe I want to put in whatever. But it's your bike. Once you make this bike, it shows you how to make everything up so that you've got a general type bike. You got a very strong general healing bike, spiritual bike. And then the last ingredient that you're putting in there is something of your own. So it could be a lucky penny of yours. It could be a gemstone. It could be maybe a St. Michael's medallion. It could be a crucifix. But something of yours that means something to you, you put that in last. Don't ever tell anybody what that one is, because that seals the bike so that it's always yours, right? And then from that point, if you ever decide you want to add more to it, you're welcome to do so. You can just open it up and put it in and say your prayer as you're putting it in and make it beefier, so. Yeah, that's on my channel. Here, I guess I should type hello in there. I got a whole series on there. It's called So You Want to Be a Paranormal Investigator. The first episode, boring as hell, because it was just an introduction to what the course is about and all that kind of stuff. And it starts off that, if you've never done paranormal work, it starts from that level. And also, if you've done it for years, there's stuff on there that's you're gonna learn a lot from it. Because I try to keep it so that there's always something for either a new person or someone that's experienced in every episode, for both people to learn. So, and a lot of people are enjoying it. So,
I just dropped my link. I did a video on the protection bag. I just dropped my link. Danny, if you want to drop your link in there to the video you did about
okay,
doing the bag, go ahead. So you can watch, both the videos, and it'll give you a basic idea of what you want to get in there and how you want to go about it.
yeah,
It's always best if you do your own instead of, you don't want to mass produce stuff.
yeah. You can't mass produce it, and that's what I say. This bike here of mine that I taught you. The reason I made this bike, this is a general all-purpose. It keeps you from attachments, keeps negativity. Like it's a general purpose spirit protection bike. But it's a perfectly safe bike that anyone can use, right? Like anyone can make. But it's also like you could take some of Irish's stuff if you want to add in some of Irish. Like once you put your first personal build the bike first, do your personal thing first, and then say you wanted to take some of Irish's stuff and some of his ideas and put it in your bike. You can, because now it's your bike. You can add to it whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
that's the best way to do it. But when I first started my shamanship and my druidship, because I do both, I was taught both from when I was young. But when I started, I had to make my bike, and everybody that was part of that community or that class or whatever, we all had the same bike to start with. And so that's what this is. This is a really super good foundation. It's a real good foundation for a spirit bike.
Yeah, and I'm going to say that everything that I put, I went to a shop, so I didn't really get discounts on it. But all the stones and crystals that I put in there, the bag, everything, I made my bag for less than $25.
There you go.
So it's not like you got to go out and spend $50 or $100 or, and there'll be people out there. It's like, oh, buy my protection, this and that, and they'll want to charge you $40-$50. No, you can do your own. It's probably going to be more powerful than what you get from someone else.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, because you've done it yourself.
And it's not expensive, really. I mean, not that. And I'm paying California prices for these retail, from someone has a brick and mortar shop. And like I say, it was less than $25.
17.
Yeah, Foxy, you got it there. You need more confidence in yourself.
There it is. Yeah, this spirit bag will probably cost you about $1.25. Anyway, there it is there. But like I say, I would tell any paranormal investigator who's going on, especially on investigations, make that bike. I mean, save yourself the trouble. And there's also things on how to sage properly, how to make holy oil, how to make holy water, all kinds of stuff in this this thing that you're allowed to make, and it's safe because you're not going to screw it up and end up doing something wrong. The stuff I teach on there is used for one thing and one thing only. It can't be misconstrued. So and I won't put anything on there that, you really got to know what you're doing. Like, there are certain things you make spiritual wise. There might be protection gifts, or there's other types of spirit bikes that are made specifically for different things. Like, you make them for emotional problems, you make them for health issues, you can make them for all kinds of different things. So every bike's different. So some of them like that, like I'm saying, like a lot of the bikes, even emotional bikes, if someone suffers from, say, depression, and someone else is suffering from schizophrenia, you don't want to give schizophrenia a depression bike. You know what I mean? Like, so there are certain things you just don't. I can't teach you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the ones I can that are safe, like this. But this bike here is general purpose. Anyone can use it. Anyone can make it. And then once you put your own item in here, whether it's a ring, a stone, like I say, anything, a lucky penny. Once you put it, it becomes yours, right?
Even if you only put a blessing on it, a blessing that you have faith in.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like something of yours, something that's your belief, something that is lucky.
Big difference.
Or something that's lucky for you. You put it in the bike.
What caused me to do that is, Foxy, is when me and Benny went to the abandoned water park. She picked up something and I picked up something, and I knew that night when I got home, something had followed me. Even though we did all that, don't follow and all that, it still followed me. And I did a video on it where I called, I think something followed me home. And then about a week later, I know something followed me home because I was safe in the house, but when I went to work, I didn't have enough crystals. I mean, all my stuff was here at the house. And when I made a stop at a store to get gas, that's when it hit me. When I was found all my crystals. And it literally caused me to black out, and I just dropped to the floor.
Yeah. And that's why I say make one of these, okay? Because nothing can attach to you if you have this.
Yeah, I haven't had
100% guarantee you'll never get an attachment.
No, I've had something drain me.
Well, it might drain you a little bit, yeah.
Nothing has never attached. Nothing has followed me home, and nothing has been able to attack me. Now, I've had something try to attack me.
Thank you, mate.
But I just flat told it I could feel it, and I kept my strength, and I told it, hey, I got my crystals, I got my bag. You can't hurt me. I'm not afraid of you, so you might as well stop. And guess what? I felt the pressure that was coming down on me lift.
There you go. And that's what I'm saying. And see, but here's the thing, brother. You've got the experience, okay? So I'm not as concerned. If you go someplace, I know you know what to do if shit hits the fan, right? But I'm more concerned about the newer investigators, people that haven't been around the block a couple hundred times. They don't know what they're getting into. Something comes, because when they come, when it happens, it's in a split second. And if you don't know how to deal with it or how to ward yourself, or how to get it off of you, you're going to be in some serious crap, So that's why I say people who haven't had a lot of experience should certainly have this bike,
And make sure you have somebody that does have a little more experience with you.
Yeah, never go by yourself and never go, And when you're first starting out, like say you haven't done investigations and you're going to start doing investigations, if you haven't got someone that's actually done a lot of them with you, my advice, okay, go to the cemetery in the daytime. It's holy ground, so nothing negative is going to jump you there. Plus, you're going to get all kinds of responses. You're going to get all kinds of information and stuff. It's a good place to learn your craft. It's a good place to learn how to use your spirit box. It's a good place to learn how to do EVPs. It's a good place to learn your tools of the trade. And it's safe, So you go there for a couple hours at a time. Don't go more than 2 hours, So say you go Monday for a couple hours, and then you get the itch. Don't go Tuesday. Go Wednesday for a couple hours, until you learn, and then slowly go to other places. And I'll tell you what, falling down a hole and breaking your leg is not worth trying to catch a picture of a ghost, okay?
Yeah, because odds are if you go out looking for that kind of thing, you're going to get a whole lot of broken legs before you get a picture of a ghost.
Yeah, you're gonna hurt yourself,
You're going to put yourself in a position where you can't go out and get a picture of a ghost.
Well, you should have a bike car. You don't need one because your totem won't let anything near you. So, you're okay that way. Some people's totems are very protective, and yours is. It's not a block, Carla. It's your totem. It's an animal spirit that guards your vicinity.
Oh, you're welcome, Bill Pepper. Just be careful. Get into it slow. Don't expect jump out there and catch everything and
Yeah. Yeah. For those that don't know, I'm Danny, of course, from Chasing Bones Inspectors. I've been doing this over 50 years, working with the paranormal. I started March 15th, 1969. My first case. Now, see, I say I started March 15th, 1969. That was my first actual case. I studied for 3 years with the Druid Society and with the Shaman Society and with the studying to be a pastor too before I started that. But anyway, but I don't count that because that's a learning time. I was doing exorcisms of people's places, people, blessing lands, cleansing lands, that kind of, like I've worked with the paranormal.
Danny, I want you to, if you get a few minutes, if you can tell the story, because I remember you told a story about there was a cemetery where people were like getting hurt and they were leaving with, attachments just by visiting.
Yeah.
If you can tell that story again, because I mean that.
Okay, sure.
Everyone should really take the details into consideration about the offerings and all that, because that can make a big difference.
Yeah, okay. That was actually my first case that I was just mentioning. And I was really young then, but the band came to the Shaman Council and said, we need help. And they said, well, why? They said, well, our old burial ground, we've got so much problems with it. And they said, well, what's going on? So they said, well, in the last 6 months, okay, people that are going there are committing suicide or they're turning into something they're not, I said, what do you mean? He said, well, in 6 months, they had 13 suicides, 6 or 7 attempted suicides, and a few people were being very violent to their families and everything. So it became a priority thing. So they said, well, who are they going to send, whatever. And I kind of got shocked because I was just a kid. I was like 8 years old, 9 years old, something like that. Anyway, the 2 elders for the council turned around and they said, Danny's going. And like, I've only been studying it now for 3-4 years, right? And I looked at him, I said, what? He said, you're going. You're the one that's doing this. You're the strongest one we got. So you're going to have to do it. So I said, well, okay. I wasn't afraid to do it, but I thought that's kind of weird. But anyway. So the elder brought me there, and then the band leaders all came, and the council came and everything, and we got to the burial grounds. So I said, okay, so what's going on? And they said everything else. So I said, okay. I said, well, I'll check it out. Stay here. Do not come past the line, because I don't want anyone getting hurt or possessed or whatever. So I walked into the land, and as I stepped onto the land, I went down to one knee. I put my hand on the ground, to show respect. And I said, spirits, I'm here only to find out what's going on. Why is there so much anger towards the people? Why are these people killing themselves and causing all this torment, And then I realized it was the elementals. It wasn't the human spirits. And the way it was, because the elementals were pissed off. Because the people weren't doing what they believe in, you see? When a burial site like that, when you go to the burial site, you're supposed to bring food and water. You put a little bit of food down, put a little bit of water down, and you say, I bring you this gift as an offering to give you energy, to offer you peace, to give you energy if you want to leave here, or to give you energy to communicate, whatever you want to do. I would appreciate you to communicate with me, but you don't have to. I just want to give you this gift, right? That's it. There's no strings attached to the gift. You give them the gift. And then that's when the spirits will interact with you, and you're going to get better results. They're going to be happy with you because you've showed them respect. Well, anyway, So the elementals, especially the earth, the wood, and the water elements, were really pissed off because this had not been done for years. They've stopped doing it, you know, and you could just feel like that. It was such a negative energy. So I heard the spirits. I heard what they were saying and that, and I said, okay, well, I'll get confirmation, spirits, and we will be back tomorrow. You know, the whole place, everybody on this reservation, we will see you tomorrow. So I went back across the line, and I looked at the elders, and I looked at the chief. I said, when was the last time? And the look of surprise and disgust, I guess, on their face from this snot-nosed kid, looking at them saying, when was the last time that you assholes actually practiced what you believe? And Chief looks at, what do you mean? I said, when was the last time you brought a feast for the fallen? When was the last time you brought a feast for your elementals to say thank you? And they went, well, it's been a while. I said, yeah. I said, according to them, it's been at least 7 years. And he says, well, I says, okay. I says, here's what we're doing tomorrow. Everybody that lives on this reserve, everyone that lives here is going to either bring some kind of food. I don't care what it is. You can make bannock, you can bring fruit, you can bring vegetables, you can bring spaghetti for all I care. But everybody on this reserve, each family, is to show up here at 10 a.m. and bring food and bring water. And he said, yeah. I said, hey, unless you want to keep having suicides here, another 13 in the next 6 months, a couple more armed robberies, a couple more family members shot, then don't do it. But if you got half a brain in your head, you're going to do what I tell you. So him and the elders turned around and they told the people, bring food, be here, you know. And they said, be here at 9 o'clock. So I said, okay, whatever. I says, I'm not coming till 11, so whatever. So anyway, by the time I got there, it was, I don't know, there was like a huge amount of people like at a park. And so I said, okay, that's good. And everybody was there. I says, okay, here's what we're going to do, people. Nobody is going to step foot in that burial grounds. However, everybody take your plate, go side by side all around the grounds, you know, like make a circle if you have to around the grounds. You're going to take your food and your family. You're going to sit like you're having a picnic, but stay a foot on this side of the burial grounds. So I said, when everybody's set up, I'll tell you what to do next. So it took about 10, 15 minutes for everybody to get in their place. So I walked around and I checked. I said, okay, here's what we're going to do. Now, everybody take a quarter of your food. Each family, each place. I want you to take a quarter of your food. And what you're going to do is you're going to reach over the rocks into where it is, just with your hands. And you're going to say to the elementals and to our ancestors, please forgive us. We offer you as respect, and we offer our apologies. And then just put the food down and then say, take this energy and take our respects. So I says, everybody do that. So everybody did it. I says, okay. I says, now everybody enjoy your food, laugh, sing, have a good time. Fill this whole place up with positive energy. Everybody have an awesome time, you know. So everybody was eating, and then they started mingling, and people were having a good time and everything else. So we were there for a couple of hours. I says, okay, people, everybody be quiet, please. I just want to go and check. So I walked into that thing, and I kneeled. I put my hand on the ground. I said, spirits, I'm here to communicate with you only to make sure everything's good now. And as soon as I put my hand on the ground, it felt warm, you know. And I had this real super duper calm feeling, that real negative, cold chill, crushing lung experience I had the first time was completely gone. And it was so peaceful and warm. And I said, thank you, spirits. Please allow these people and please forgive these people for they had lost their way and they forgot that they were supposed to do this. But they remember now. So could we all be peace and love each other again? And I heard really strong in my head, yes, everything is forgiven. So I said, okay. So I got up and I said, okay, when everybody leaves, before everybody takes off, the spirit said everything's forgiven and you're back in their good graces, and the elemental said you're back in the good graces. So before you leave, as a group of maybe 10 or whatever, take 1 or 2 steps into there, bow your head. I said, I put my hand on the ground, but you don't have to do that. Just kind of bow, show respect, and say, thank you for forgiving us. And we will continue. Every time someone comes here, they will bring a little bit of food for you, And so they said, okay. Anyway, at the end of the day, everybody went home. So I said to the chief, I said, now you watch. There won't be one incident. All these people went inside and outside, right? There won't be one hostile thing happen. There won't be one person depressed. There'll be everything's going to be kosher tomorrow. You won't have any problems on your place. He said, you sure? Yeah. I says, however, you got to make it law on this reserve. Whoever goes to visit the ancestors upon entering the property must put food and water, and say to them, this is a gift of respect. That's all they got to do, right? And you'll never have this problem again. So he says, okay, I'll make sure of it. I said, okay. Which is kind of why whenever I go on a hunt or I go on an investigation or anything else, I always bring an orange. Sometimes I bring tobacco too, but I always bring an orange. And before I do anything, like we do our prayers, our Father prayers or whatever, and we do what we feel spiritually right to do. And before I investigate at any location, I bring an orange, I cut the orange in 4, and then I set it down on the ground. And I always say, spirits, this orange is for you. I brought you an orange because not only is it food, it is also drink. Please use this energy to your convenience, right? I just put the orange there. And I got great evidence. But you show respect, you get respect. That's basically what I'm saying. So anyway, now it's been 50 years anyway, 45 years for sure, at that same location. Actually, I'm going back there in a week or so to do another thing. But it's been 45 years. There's never been one act of violence, any more suicide, any more depressions, nothing like that, ever since that day. Because ever since that day, every time anyone goes into that burial ground, they always bring water and just something to eat, a couple of grapes, a half a sandwich, whatever. They always bring food and drink, put it down, and say, this is for you, and this is, we give you this in honor. 45 years. Okay, now you can question what you want, you can say what you want, but you explain to me, you have a cemetery where 13 people in 6 months committed suicide. There was 4 or 5 armed robberies and 2 people shot their family at home, all within 6 months. After we went there and we did the proper blessings, 45 to 48 years later, there has not been one act of violence, one suicide. Everything's been kosher and peaceful in that whole town. So now you want proof? There's your proof. You got 6 months of chaos versus 45 years of peace and tranquility. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Respect the spirits. Remember, spirits were people too. Okay, and you should treat them the way you wish to be treated. Simple as.
Okay, now with that said, I'm gonna add to that. I did a collaboration with John over my weekend, Wednesday and Thursday. We were at a hotel, and as soon as we walked in, we could feel. I mean, I could feel the energy, and John was like, "Wow, can you feel that?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, heavy energy. It was right there. So we went in. We started doing our investigation. We were getting some pretty good stuff. And we decided, like, hey, let's, run to the store and get some beer. So John got a beer, I got a beer. We came back, I had everything set up, and John had his, and then I poured mine into a glass, and I had the rim pods set up. And I don't know if he caught it on his live stream, but I didn't get it in video. Every time I would touch my glass with the beer, the rim pod went nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wow. And I'd take my hand away and it would stop. And we'd talk, and I'd touch the glass and it would go nuts. And I'd take a swig and I put it down. I'm like, And then I would touch the can with the beer and the rim pod would go nuts. So I'm like, here's what I'm going to do. So we had another glass, and I set it down. It was a rock glass, 4-ounce glass, and I poured some beer into it. I said, Spirit, this is for you. This beer is for you. We can drink together. And again, it was like, every time I would touch the glass or touch my can, the rim pod would go off. And then I poured a little bit more beer in there. The rim pods, we were getting so much off the rim pods, we could not go to sleep. Every time we started to doze off, the rim pod would go off. And it did that for hours and hours. Now the spirits were happy. They were communicating with us.
Mm-hmm.
We talked to them, and we were getting responses from the rim pods.
Yeah. Well, that's what I say.
It got so busy that actually at like 5 o'clock in the morning, I had to say, okay, spirits, we need to get some sleep. And I had to turn the REM pods off just so we could go to sleep.
Yeah, and that's what I say. If you respect the spirits, you give them food and drink, or offer them what you're having, Like what more of a respect can you have if your friend comes over, you're having a beer, and you say to your friend, you want a beer? How much respect is that, right? So if that's what you're doing, if you're doing a thing and you're having a beer and that, and you say to the spirits, hey, we're having a beer, would you like to join us? How much more respect can you actually show? You see what I mean? Because
so
now you're sharing your stuff with them.
Yeah. So when I do get the video up, you're going to see the REM pods. You're going to see them going off. You're going to see a little glass, and that's beer in the glass. And that was left for them. When we left, I told the spirits, I said, if there's any more energy in there, take it out. We're not going to dump it before we leave. It's there for you.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of it. See, when you give a gift like that, it's from your spirit, from your heart. So the energy in that drink, the energy in that sandwich, for us, would be like 10 of us to go to a smorgasbord and eat all we want, drink all we want, right? And still there would be more food. Well, in the spirit world, when you give just a little wee bit like that, it's the same thing. There could be 1,000 spirits there. But that energy, because it comes from goodness and it comes from respect, it's like an never-ending smorgasbord for the spirits. They can keep getting energy of it until you leave the area, then the energy leaves with you.
Yeah. I mean, it actually slowed down at one point, and I woke up and I'm like, oh, okay, it slowed down. And I think it was like 3:30. I'm like, okay, it slowed down. And I started talking to the spirits. It's like, oh,
I'll be back in a sec. You keep going.
Are you still here? You were going to protect us all night. We appreciate it. Want to thank you. If you're still here, let us know. And the REM pod started going nuts again. I mean, it was going off, and you'll see in the video what it was doing. And it was in more than one place. It was just going crazy. Well, let's see what. Miss Monty, what did you say here? That is believable. I did a session out here one night, a live stream out here. And when I ended it, I went back in there and I set not my stream phone, but the other phone that I use. This one here it helps me read the chat before I got, the StreamYards, because I'd only see like one or two at a time. You get a set and you only get what, 3, but I set the phone down, and it wasn't this one, it was my old phone. And then all of a sudden I started hearing like tap, 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 tap. I'm like, what the hell? And I look over, and my phone somehow, the camera app turned on by itself and started rapidly snapping pictures. I had 23 pictures taken. As soon as I reached over, just before I touched the my phone, it stopped taking pictures. But there was 23 of them taken. And the only way that can happen is the app came on all by itself somehow. And then if you touch the trigger button and keep your finger on the picture button, it'll start snapping rapidly. That's what happened. I just wonder if Foxy is still with us, or did she go to sleep?
Hey, Miss Monty. She just listening. The keys on my phone started typing on their own last night. Oh, yeah. I had my, every once in a while I'll shut off my Raptor box, and it turns itself back on, and the spirits say, hey, wait, I'm not finished. And they say a couple more things. I'll laugh at them and, whatever. But that happened to me twice now this year. Thought it was pretty funny. And the best part is, on both occasions, when it happened, I was live. Well, today when it happened, I was live, and I showed everybody as I put it down. It was off. And I went like this, started talking, all of a sudden it starts yapping off. I'm like, what? What you want? So I had to pick it up and let them talk for another 5 minutes before they would stop bugging me. And then the other time was on our investigation at Trowbridge Falls, when Bra was going to go to the far end of the bridge, where we know there's a portal there. So I told the spirits, and I said, okay, well, Bra's going to go over there now, and that's that. So we'll talk to you later. And I shut off the thing, and I went to put it in my pocket. And it come back on, and it goes, no. And I said, no what? Bra can't go over there. It's bad over there. And the spirit said, and you can hear it, Bra can't go there. Why? Because it's bad. And well, what if I go with him? Spirit box says, okay then. As long as you're going with him, it's okay. He can go, right? So I said, okay. I said, well, I'm going with him. They said, oh, okay. So then I shut it off, and it stayed off. So I mean, that was really cool. That was pretty funny.
Oh, there was I'm gonna tell a little bit. When I was with John, and then he had Joe from Presence of the Unknown. We were all sitting at the table, and we had just started. I mean, we didn't have any, basically setting up the cameras. And Joe goes, are there any spirits here with us? He had a cell phone. Okay, and his cell phone is locked. You got to enter a code to, have it turned on. Mm-hmm. And it was on the bed that I was going to sleep in. And he's like, well, are there any spirits with us? His phone unlocked and turned on itself.
Yeah.
And it set off an alert, and all three of us looked, and we're like, how in the hell did that just happen? And Joe's like, I have to, he's telling us for it to do that requires a code to be entered.
Right.
Because he had it locked.
And
it just turned on.
And that's amazing evidence. I mean, you gotta love that shit.
I don't know if we didn't get the phone on camera. I'm not sure if I had my camera on to where the tone was heard and we responded. Because like I say, we were just starting, we were setting up, and it was like all of us looked over there and we're like, what the hell just happened?
Yep. That's good. I like that. Well, like I say, I've been doing this. I've been doing work working it all these years, all my life, like 20 hours a week, actual physical work, and then studying in between. But on top of that, I've always loved going out on paranormal investigations, doing stuff like that. It's a thrill. And I guess the main reason I like it is because I don't have to deal with anything. I go there, get my evidence, have a good time, interact with the spirits, but I don't have to clean up anybody's mess. I don't have to worry about nothing. And we have a good time. There was one or two cases where, we went, wow, better go back and straighten this shit out. But that was an exceptional case, exceptional reason. But for the most part, I love the paranormal so much. It's always been a part of me, always will be, I imagine. But the investigation part, that's playtime, right? That's fun time. I take my work seriously when I'm doing my work. And when we're doing investigations, it's all about fun and games, having a good time, enjoying each other's company, enjoying the spirit's company. And I think it shows in our cinemas. So
Yeah, there was one cemetery that we hit that I mentioned earlier before you came in, Danny. I started off live, and this is kind of weird. I really didn't point it out in the video, or in the live stream, but when I got to an area and I noticed a lot of Celtic headstones, with the knots and the is everything started shutting down. I spent more time trying to reconnect than what I was live. And I'm like, okay, guys, if it goes out again, and it's like it went out again. And I was like trying to get towards like, okay, guys, I'm going to go and I'm going to end this and just go to video. And it was like, it kept going out and out. Now finally I'm like, okay, guys, I'm done.
Yeah.
I just had to start doing video. And John stayed live. But from what we seen on he had a cell phone, from what we could see is everything looked fine. But he's like, wait a minute, what are you guys talking about? What do you mean it looks like a disco? So after we finished the stream and got into the hotel, he went back and started looking, and his camera was like zooming in, and all we could get was like green or red or blue or something, and it would go black, and there was like triangles dancing around the screen on the live stream. But from what we could see, everything was fine. And it's like, oh, something did not want us to do a live stream there. I mean, it was obvious. Not only did I have problems, John had problems. I don't know if Joe had problems.
Yeah, that's one thing I found about with any Celtic area in any Celtic graveyard anywhere in the world. Okay, if you want to do a live stream in a Celtic area, you have to say, hello, guys, I'm a Celtic person as well. If they know that you're Celtic, if you have Celtic blood, if you tell them I got Celtic blood, I'm here with all due respect, you won't have a problem. But you have to let them know that you're Celtic first. And you say, oh, I got Irish blood, or I got, Irish, English, or Scottish. If you say I got Celtic blood, or Welsh, you won't have any troubles. But if you don't say that, forget about it.
What?
Yeah. It's you try that next time.
I think what I would. That's not too. Where I'm going to go back. Because John's not too far away. I'm going to go back. We can get into that cemetery, and I will say that so they'll know that I do, and they can feel it and see if I can go live, but John has problems. Then we got some good evidence.
Yeah, you do that, because if as long as you're Celtic and you tell them you're Celtic, you won't have a problem. If you're not Celtic, If you're not Celtic, you got to remember the spirit land, the traditions of old are always in the spirit land, right? So if you're not Celtic, you're not part of the family.
So John could go in. We could both go in there and have problems. I can say I'm Celtic, and I won't have a problem. And John can say I'm Celtic, but they can detect it and still
He'll know he's full of shit, and he'll have problems. You have to have Celtic blood in you, because they know.
Oh, I got to do that, Danny. We got to do that.
But after a few minutes, he's going to be having trouble. After a few minutes, you can say he's not Celtic, but he's a good friend of mine, and they might let him. So you can try that too if you want to.
Okay.
But you'll have to introduce him as your friend in order for them to even consider it. So.
Because that's what it's like. It seems like that's right about where my problems started. As soon as I walked into that area, I'd be live for like 5 seconds, and it would take me 10 or 15 seconds to reconnect, and I'd only be able to get 1 or 2 words out, and then I'd be reconnecting again.
Yeah.
But it was like, I love that section because, like I said, it was like you had the Irish crosses, you had it was obviously Celtic area.
Yeah.
Because it's not 1 or 2 here and there. It was like a whole bunch of them, graves that had that look to it. And I was like, damn, I really want to get this area, And it's like, I finally had to say, John, I'm done. I just got to go video.
Just go back there and let them know that you're family. Just tell them who you are, and you won't have a problem. It'll be a piece of cake. You won't have any trouble whatsoever.
Oh, that would be awesome. If we could actually have, live stream proof of that, trouble, and then me saying that, and then all of a sudden, no trouble for me at all.
Yeah, that's what will happen.
Because we were in the middle of town. It's not like we were out in the middle of nowhere. We were in the middle of town.
Yeah.
And I would take 1 step and boom, gone. I'd even stand in the same spot and it was like, okay, 4 bars, boom, disconnect.
Yeah. Yeah, just go there and just tell them. You won't have any troubles.
Where are you going to, Miss Monty, in September? Trying to get that.
Cool. Where you going, Miss Monty?
Manor house in the UK. A manor house, is that like a governor's house? A manor house?
Ooh, a manor house. Ooh. A big fancy place that has servants and all that stuff.
One place I'd like to, oh my God, if I had the money, I would go there and I would have a private thing, and that's Hearst Castle.
Uh-huh.
That was the Hearst Castle is actually a real castle in California, and I drive right by it going to John's. Well, not right by it, but close to the area going to John's. And what they did is there was a castle from over in, I'm not sure if it was Scotland or England or wherever, but they disassembled it brick by brick, stone by stone, and shipped it over. They numbered each stone and they shipped it over to the U.S. and then reconstructed it. So it's it was reconstructed over here. I don't know, maybe 40, 50, 60 years ago, but it's hundreds of years old, and all the original stones were used to reconstruct it the way it was.
Very cool. Thank you. Yeah, that fridge was made in 1962, and it still works better than the new ones.
Is it a Frigidaire?
Mhm. Yeah. That's it.
I'm trying to wait for the stream to catch up,
Oh,
because the picture I'm looking at with both of us is about 1.5 inches wide and maybe an inch tall. Yeah, the old stuff is made to like last.
oh yeah. That one's.
I mean, my grandma, she had a freezer that was made by International Harvester, a tractor company, and it was, when she sold her house, it was probably 50 plus years old, and it was still going.
Oh, that's an Admiral. You said Frigidaire, eh? That's an Admiral.
Oh, okay. But somewhere along the line, industry, I think it's when China took over, they figured like, hey, if we make something cheap that only lasts 5 years, then we got another sale every 5 years compared
Exactly.
to, once in a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they changed it. They actually changed it where car manufacturers and stuff, and like all these places, they check the hinges and stuff. My buddy worked there, Ron, and they were doing hinges on a Dodge truck for the doors, and so they put the stress test on it and whatever, and the manufacturers were there, right? And they looked at it, they looked at the test, says, no, weaken that steel. And they said, what? He said, well, that hinge is going to last at least 10 years. We want it, our warranty's for 5, so we want it gone in 7.
Yeah.
Hey, honest story. The different parts of different vehicles, they, like not all the parts of all vehicles, but different vehicles have certain parts that they have stress tests to make sure it only lasts a certain length of time.
So you have to buy the parts.
So you got to replace the parts. And that was funny because I got a Dodge truck, and he told me this, 4 or 5 years back. I had a Dodge truck, and on the 8th year, the driver's hinges snapped. I had to put new hinges in. But the door when you open up the door, it would open and then drop 3 inches. And like it wouldn't come off, like it didn't snap off the thing, but it twisted so bad that as soon as you open the door, my whole door would drop 3 inches. So I had to lift the door up to close it. And I ended up having to buy new hinges for it.
Yeah, it's like the damn refrigerator I got in here. It's like sometimes it'll close, sometimes it won't. But if I lift up and push, it'll go. It'll close.
Yeah, well, that's what I had to do with my truck.
Yeah, we have that problem with the Chevy S10. Now I got a Ram. It's 19 years old, but it's like a lot of extra preventative maintenance has gone into it.
Well, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. They have, different parts for different vehicles. And all, so say Dodge has hinges this year. Well, Ford's going to have the hinges for the trunk. And then Chevy will have, I don't know, the seatbelt will break or some stupid thing. Like they don't have the same problems. And isn't it strange that when you buy one of the major, Ford, Dodge, or Chevy, there's always this this might happen with your Ford, or this might happen with your Chevy, or this might happen. You can always, every year it tells you what part's going to suck. And
Yeah.
some have to be recalled, right? Well, how come? You think that's an accident? That's right. It's all about the money.
Yep. This thing it runs pretty good. But I have no AC. It won't work.
Yeah.
I had a GMC Safari van, and I don't know how. Seriously, I don't know how in the fuck they got away with this. But we got it brand freaking new, and we only had it for like maybe a week. And the day before we were going to go on vacation, the power steering pulley, it snapped right off because I was coming up, and all of a sudden I heard a pop, and I could see a round thing fucking rolling down the road. And I was like, what the fuck? I mean, it only had like 150 miles on it.
Gosh. Hey, fallen angel.
I took it to my dad because my dad was a mechanic, and he said when they designed, the front brackets to have the power steering pulley and the alternator and all that, it didn't line up, and the stress snapped it.
Yeah.
So what he had to do is he had to break the brace, realign it, and then weld it.
Yeah. Ridiculous, eh?
He said that's the way it was designed. He said they designed it that way.
Yeah. They designed it to purposely break so that you have to come in and get it fixed.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what they do.
Fallen Angel, welcome. Yeah, but I thought, like, this damn thing's brand new. I mean, and it was a day. Actually, I was going to get, food for the ice to put in the ice chest before we went on vacation.
Oh, what's wrong, Carla?
Hey, Carla, you got to speak up. If you keep it a secret, nobody can help you.
Yeah.
I don't know how many thumbs up I got, guys. If you haven't hit it yet, please do so.
Um, 32.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Yeah, Carla, speak up. It's a little after 3 here. I have to get something to eat, put my stuff away, and go to work in the morning.
Yeah.
I only planned on going live for an hour, and it's been over 3 hours already. So I appreciate everybody that's come in and been hanging.
I might have, but I don't remember. I might have seen We Were Soldiers, but I can't remember. What? Huh? I'm not your problem. What the hell are you talking about now?
Carla, that made absolutely fucking 0% sense.
Yeah, she said she needs help, and then she said, I'm not your problem. We asked what you need help with. We didn't ask you if you were a problem. Yeah, we can't help you if you don't tell us what the problem is.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a problem, Carla, if we're the problem, say so. If we're not, don't slap us in the face.
Yeah, tell us what the problem is so we can help you.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say one thing, Carla. If you're not wanting help, then you wouldn't have mentioned it. So, since you did mention it, you are wanting help. We're offering. Come off your high horse and start talking.
I thought that was your favorite channel. Oh, you're all caught up now? Okay.
Oh, let me see. Let me go back here. Oh, yeah. The big battle scene of what? Hawkeye? Or Hawk the Fam? What big battle scene?
Oh, see, good cover, Miss Monty, good cover. She said, "Oh crap, you're both my favorite." So I can live with that.
Okay, Miss Monty, you kind of messed up because you said you're both my favorite, not my favorites. Favorite is singular. Favorites are plural.
Oh Jesus, are we gonna be doing math and stuff next?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Miss Monty, do you know trigonometry?
yeah, Trigger was a horse that belonged to a
I know who it is.
You know,
Who, Danny?
a cowboy. You know,
Yeah, what was his name?
Texas, and
No.
and anometry belonged to a native guy.
No. Trigger belonged to a California cowboy.
Yes, he did.
And I met that California cowboy.
Oh, did you?
When he was still alive.
Oh,
And I'm
nice.
a little kid.
Cool.
His name was Roy Rogers.
Yes, it was.
And his wife was Dale Evans, and she was one hell of a singer.
There you go. Yeah, Roy Rogers. Yeah, Roy Rogers had a horse named Trigger, and this native guy had a horse named Nometry. Trigonometry. Yeah, anometry. So. Yeah.
Yeah. And it seems to me there was a horse named Silver.
Yeah, that was by another cowboy that wore a mask.
And what was his name?
Tonto.
No.
Oh, Lone Ranger?
Yeah, Tonto was the sidekick.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, the cowboy's name was Tonto, and they had a native sidekick named Lone Ranger. And do you remember what Tonto's horse's name was? It wasn't Trigger. He didn't have a horse. He was always made to walk to town.
Yeah. And the Lone Ranger was the last Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
That survived an ambush.
See?
But the flaw with their story is he was a crack shot and he always used silver bullets.
Huh?
But silver bullets ain't worth a shit.
No.
They don't fly straight like lead bullets do. So here's a question, Danny. How did he hit everything with one shot using a crappy silver bullet?
It was in the script.
Exactly.
If it wasn't in the script, he would have been screwed.
Exactly, yeah. You can pull out a gun, shoot at a guy 5 feet away from you with the silver bullet and hit the person behind you.
Yeah. Yeah, those silver bullets aren't worth a shit. And half of them split as soon as they're 5 feet away from the trigger.
Yeah, which brings into question, how do you kill a werewolf with a silver bullet when it doesn't fly straight?
You know, this is it. This is it. That's why when you watch a werewolf show, there's 15 people in the show, and 14 of them get killed, but one gets off a lucky shot.
That's like 2 feet away, because if he was 3 feet, he would miss.
They would miss, yeah. And usually it's like this. The werewolf's like this, and they go, oh, because they're about that far from each other before you get shot. And I noticed that most of the people that shoot the werewolf get it scratched before the werewolf dies, right?
Yeah, that way the legend continues.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I appreciate everybody being it. Thanks for coming up, Danny. I'm gonna have to get in.
You're very, very, very welcome. I used to be a werewolf, but I'm all right now.
And I do drink silver bullets occasionally, so if I get scratched, I'm good to go.
Oh, there you go. See? So I had a silver daiquiri, so I should be all right.
But thanks for coming up, Danny. Thanks, Carla. Thanks, John.
Take care, everybody.
I want to thank everyone in the chat. Keep an eye out for when the videos come up. I've still got some from the first trip. And hopefully I'll be getting one up in, maybe next week if I can get everything done. But you all have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Sleep well. And until next time, guys, stay safe.